Whether you're sitting at a card table right now or have just finished a session online, whether you're riding high on a winning streak or drowning in debt, I want to have a long talk with you. This conversation isn't about preaching, nor is it about judgment. It's about an enemy that every one of us might face, yet often dangerously underestimates ourselves. Our topic today is self-control. It's a quality we're taught to cultivate from a young age, a compass we confidently believe is enough to navigate life. But in the face of the immense magnetic field of gambling, I have to tell you a brutal but necessary truth. The self-control you and I pride ourselves on is worthless here. It's more like a beautiful soap bubble, shimmering with color, yet vanishing into thin air the moment it touches reality. No one is born a gambler. The beginning is always cloaked in an exterior of being harmless or even fun. Do you remember the first time you placed a bet? Perhaps it was a few hands of poker to liven up a party with friends. Perhaps it was out of curiosity, tapping on that app with its enticing, flashing graphics. Or maybe it was just passing by a lottery shop and buying a ticket of hope on a whim. The feeling then was light, almost playful. A loss was just the price of a pack of cigarettes, something to be laughed off. But a win? That sudden rush of joy was about so much more than the money itself. It was the special feeling of Lady Luck has smiled on me. A self-affirmation that my judgment was right after all. In psychology, this is called positive reinforcement. With small, occasional wins, the casino plants a seed in your heart. This is gambling's honeymoon phase. You feel like everything is under control. You see it as a novel form of entertainment, a game to quickly test your luck and intelligence. You even set rules for yourself. Only play for an hour a day. Stop after losing $50. Treat yourself after winning 100. You read the news about people who've lost everything and feel a flicker of disdain. Those people are foolish. They have no self-control. I'm different. You believe you are the special one, part of the minority who can take money from the house's pocket and walk away in style. This illusion of control is the first and most successful psychological trap set by gambling. You think you're playing with probability, but you have no idea that from the moment you sit down at the table, you have become probability's plaything. The stress and monotony of life also become a catalyst for gambling. Frustrations at work, setbacks in relationships, the day-in, day-out grind. They make you crave a safe harbor to temporarily escape to. Gambling provides precisely this kind of virtual world. Here, you don't need to think about tomorrow's work report or face your family's nagging. Your entire world is simplified to the next card, the next spin, the next winning number. The flow state, brought on by this intense focus, allows you to momentarily forget all your real-world troubles. Gambling becomes your most convenient and thrilling, spiritual opium. You enjoy the sweetness, unaware that the dose of the poison is quietly increasing. The inner demons, the psychological traps you can't escape. When the honeymoon phase ends and losses inevitably appear, the nature of the game quietly changes. It's no longer entertainment. It's a war you cannot afford to lose. And here, your opponent isn't the house. It's the most powerful demon deep within your own heart. 1. The illusion of control and the gambler's fallacy. You start studying streaks and analyzing patterns. You firmly believe that if roulette has landed on red 10 times in a row, the probability of it landing on black next is much higher. You think slot machines have intake and payout cycles, and if you can just endure the intake period, a big win is coming. This is known in psychology as the gambler's fallacy. You mistakenly connect independent random events, trying to use past experience to predict the future. But the truth is, the coin has no memory, the dice have no bias, and every outcome is a brand new start. All your analysis and prediction only serve to reinforce your illusion of control. 2. The curse of the near miss. The most insidious part of gambling design is the near miss effect. The number you bet on is just one digit off from the winning number. The team you bet on is defeated in the final second. At the card table, you were just one card away from a royal flush. This feeling of almost winning is far more motivating than a complete failure. Your brain releases almost as much dopamine as it would for an actual win, telling you, you're so close to success. The strategy is right, you just had a bit of bad luck. Try again, you'll get it next time. This feeling gives you a sliver of false hope amidst the frustration of losing, compelling you to place another bet and another. 3. loss aversion, and the desperate chase. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman's prospect theory tells us that for humans, the pain of a loss is far greater than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. The anguish of losing $1,000 requires winning $2,000 or even more to barely soothe it. When you start losing money, the psychology of loss aversion kicks in. You can't accept the deficit in your account. That number is a needle pricking your nerves at every moment. Your only thought is to win it back or break even. This thought will make you lose all reason. You'll start increasing your stakes, moving from games you know to those with higher odds and greater risks. You tell yourself, if I can just win one big one, I can get back everything I lost. This is the beginning of chasing losses, and it's the fast lane to hell. At this stage, the joy of winning is gone. The sole purpose of gambling is to fill that ever-growing hole. You're like a drowning person desperately trying to clutch a piece of straw, only to sink deeper and deeper until you're consumed by a vortex of despair. The butcher's shop, the unbeatable math and environment. If psychological traps are the soft knife, then the casino's meticulous mathematical design and environmental layout are the razor-sharp hard knife, ensuring that everyone who enters will eventually be carved up. 1. The insurmountable house edge. This is the only truth in the world of gambling. In the long run, the house always wins. Every single gambling game is designed with a house edge. Take American Roulette, for example. It has 38 numbers, 1 to 36, plus 0 and 0, 0. If you bet on a single number and win, the payout is 35 to 1. But the probability of winning is 1/38. This means that for every 38 times you bet, you will theoretically win once, gaining 35 units, and lose 37 times, losing 37 units. The casino earns an average profit of 2 units. This 5.26% edge acts like a relentless pump, slowly but surely siphoning all the players' money into the house's pockets. Whether it's Baccarat, Blackjack, or slot machines, no matter how complex or fair the rules seem, this tiny but fatal edge always exists. Your luck might let you win in the short term, but as long as you play long enough and often enough, the laws of mathematics guarantee you will lose everything. You are not fighting luck, you are fighting math, and math never loses. 2. The meticulously designed psychological cage. Have you ever wondered why casinos are always so gilded, magnificent, and brightly lit? Why you can't hear a clock ticking or see the sunrise or sunset outside? Why you can always hear the jingle-jangle of a slot machine paying out coins? This is all designed to make you lose track of time and immerse yourself completely. No windows or clocks are there to disrupt your biological rhythm, making you play longer. Free drinks and snacks are to lower your guard and impair your judgment. The maze-like layouts make it difficult for you to find an exit. And those blaring sounds of victory? The vast majority come from small prizes or even the machine's default effects, all to create the illusion that everyone is winning here, stimulating you to keep betting. As for online casinos, they are even more sinister. They break all physical barriers. They are available 24/7, accessible with just a smartphone. The anonymous environment means you don't have to face the judgment of others, allowing you to completely unleash your inner greed and impulses. Lures like first deposit bonuses and reload rebates are just bait to get you to sink more of your capital into this bottomless pit. Even more frightening, many illegal online platforms have back-end programs that are fully controllable. The probability of winning or losing isn't random at all, but a scam tailored just for you. What you think is a downswing is actually an administrator pressing the make them lose button. The tsunami, the total destruction of a life. As you sink deeper into the gambling quagmire, what you lose is far more than the numbers in your bank account. Gambling is like a tsunami. Wherever it goes, your life is left in a scene of utter devastation. 1. The collapse of family and trust. Lies become every gambler's camouflage. You start hiding your whereabouts and financial situation from your family. At first, it's just small, harmless fibs, but gradually it becomes systematic deception. You invent all sorts of reasons to borrow money, max out credit cards, and even embezzle funds or sell family assets. Trust is the most fragile yet precious bond that holds a family together. When your lies are exposed one by one, when your family discovers you've used your children's tuition, your parents' retirement savings, or your shared spousal assets to fill the gambling hole, the heartbreak and despair are enough to destroy the strongest of relationships. Arguments, cold wars, and tears become the new normal at home. You go from being the pillar of the family to its biggest black hole, swallowing everyone's love, hope, and future. 2. The ruin of career and dignity. Gambling will consume all of your time and energy. During the day, you can't focus on work. Your mind is consumed with thoughts of the night's game and how to win back your losses. Your performance plummets, and you make constant mistakes. To raise funds for gambling, you might turn to colleagues or clients, ultimately losing your job and your reputation. The professional skills you were once proud of, the social standing you worked for years to build, they are all crushed to dust by gambling. You lose your source of income and the very dignity of standing on your own 2 feet in society. 3. The dual torture of mind and body. The immense stress from gambling will completely destroy your physical and mental health. Chronic anxiety, tension, and regret lead to severe insomnia, depression, and anxiety disorders. You become irritable and short-tempered, losing interest in everything except gambling. The roller coaster of euphoria when winning and despair when losing repeatedly tears at your nervous system. This extreme stress also triggers various physical illnesses, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and digestive disorders. Your life, under this dual torture of mind and body, becomes a gray, desolate ruin. The way out. It's time to come home. My friend, if the words above have brought you pain and a sense of recognition, please do not despair, because recognizing the problem is the first and most difficult step toward recovery. Now, I want to talk to you about the way out. 1. Complete surrender. The first step out of the abyss is not to grit your teeth and quit, but to completely surrender. You must admit to yourself, I have failed. I cannot defeat gambling with my willpower alone. I need help. This is not weakness. It is the courage to face reality. Only when you let go of that false pride of, I can handle this, can true strength begin to grow. 2. Tear down the secrecy, seek support. You must break your long-standing isolation and secrecy. Choose a family member or friend you trust the most and confess everything. Yes, this process will be incredibly painful. You may face blame and disappointment, but please believe that the people who truly care about you will ultimately react with, how can I help you? Not, how can I abandon you? This external supervision and support is the most important safety net on your road to recovery. At the same time, you can seek professional help, such as gambling hotlines, therapists, or Gamblers Anonymous. There, you will find that you are not fighting this battle alone. 3. Build physical and financial firewalls. Willpower is unreliable, but we can create an environment where gambling is difficult to access. Financial isolation. Hand over your debit cards, credit cards, and online payment accounts to a family member. Only carry a small amount of cash on you. Physical isolation. If you gamble offline, ask the casinos to place you on their self-exclusion list. Stay away from places and gambling buddies that trigger your urges. Network isolation. Uninstall all gambling apps. Install software on your computer and phone that blocks gambling websites. Deactivate all the gambling accounts you've ever used. 4. Fill the void, rebuild your life. After you stop gambling, you will find a huge void in your life. The time, energy, and emotions that were once occupied by gambling are now empty. You must find positive, healthy ways to fill that space. Repair relationships. Use your actions to win back your family's trust. Apologize sincerely and let them see your change through day-after-day consistency. Rediscover hobbies. Pick up the interests you abandoned because of gambling, whether it's sports, reading, music, or travel. Let your brain re-experience the pure joy that doesn't rely on the stimulus of money. Focus on the present. Pour your energy into your job or find a new one. The sense of accomplishment from earning money through hard work is far more real and lasting than the ephemeral highs of the gambling table. Face your debts. Don't run from them. With your family, honestly list all your debts and create a realistic repayment plan. This will be a long and arduous process, but every debt you repay is a new foundation stone you are laying for your own life. Quitting gambling is never a battle you fight alone. It is a long healing process that requires outside help, scientific methods, and the rebuilding of your entire life system. The road will be hard, and there may be relapses, but you must not give up. By giving up gambling, you lose only a painful illusion. What you will win back are the smiles of your family, your inner peace, and the entire, real, warm life you were meant to have. It's time to come home.